Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Astrogate Mysore, and today we are discussing about two planetary combinations, and both these planets are conjunct and sitting in Kendras. So today we are discussing about Moon and Jupiter. I have discussed from Sun onwards. I am coming with all the planetary combinations, and today we are discussing about the Gajakesari Yoga, that is Moon and Jupiter sitting in the Kendras, the first, the fourth, the seventh, and the 10th houses. So this is one of the best combination to be placed in the Kendras. In certain cases, yes, it will be depending on their lordships, whether the Jupiter is the eighth lord, the sixth lord, Moon is the sixth lord or the eighth lord. So the only catch here in this particular combination is that the lordship of Moon is that of Cancer. So from Cancer to Pisces, which is again another lordship of Jupiter, is fine. It is a fine combination. But when Cancer, the sign of Cancer, and the sign of Sagittarius is taken into account, there is a 6-8 combination between Moon owning Cancer and Jupiter owning Sagittarius. And we will also go to double check the Mula Trikona Sthanas. So, whenever we are doing a double planet conjunction, we need to see the Mula Trikona Sthanas and then see how they are actually. They are friends, neutrals, they are becoming Badakas for each other. That is, whether they are trying to become hurdle, Moon becoming a hurdle to Jupiter's significations and Jupiter becoming a hurdle to Moon. So in this case, yes, this is the catch that the Mula Trikona Sthana of Moon, which is placed in the sign of Taurus, is sixth from Sagittarius, which is the Mula Trikona Sthana of Jupiter. So Moon is the only planet which does not have the Mula Trikona Sthana in its own sign. So Mula Trikona, MT, what I call it, is one of the most strongest positions of a planet, including I consider Mula Trikona stronger than the placement of exaltation. Why? Because exaltation is like it will simply push you suddenly to heights. Mula Trikona is not like that. It will take you to a height and leave you there. That is, it will protect you in that particular place. It will be like you are in an exalted position for a long period of time. Not like the regular exalted planet, which will take you to a height and there is a chance that it will drop you also. But Mula Trikona, the planets will take you there and leave you there, and you will be enjoying it for a long number of years in your lifetime. So this is the only catch, that the 6-8 position from Taurus to Sagittarius and Cancer to Sagittarius. Other than that, this is a fantastic, planetary placement, and the catch. I was talking about the catch. What is that catch? What actually is the result of that 6-8 combination of the Mula Trikonas is that the person has to be a little careful with regard to his health, accidents, and unfortunate sudden happenings between his 5th and his 15th year of age. That is 5 years to 15 years. He has to be a little careful with regard to his health and other things. So, going to the first house with this combination of Gajakesari Yoga. So, one of the best combinations for all the 1, 4, 7, 10, and I am telling you the positives only, and it is fantastic positives. If these both planets are strong, well placed, and giving good results, they are giving the results of being like a king, being like a luxurious person, rich, comfortable lifestyle, having rich tastes. So this combination is a very strong combination when it's sitting in the first house, and he will have a well-built body, a muscular, well-built body. If strong Sun and Mars is also posited in the chart. So if Sun and Mars are weak in the chart, then he will have a corpulent body, more plumpy kind of a healthy kind of a body, but still looks very good, very handsome because of this combination of Moon and Jupiter. So it's a very happy position for having good family life, relatives, extended family will be very happy with you, and you will be rich and with children. What else is required? Fantastic yoga is as good as a Raja Yoga. So in the fourth house, once again, an excellent combination of in the Sukhasthana, the house of enjoyment, happiness. So big property, big house, flats, cars, vehicles, voyages, learned in many languages, sciences, shastras, mantras, scriptures, deciphering scriptures, being a teacher, being a judge, being into excellent relationship with mother, all the mother side relatives very happy with you, and that is what maternal side. So going to the seventh house, huge business opportunities in the significations of both Jupiter and Moon. Jupiter is for many things like teaching institutions, law and order, becoming a chartered accountant, going into financial matters, going into global financial advisories. So superb Jupiter is with regard to that, and also it is good in agriculture, stocking, trading, and then shipments because of the moon present there, pharmaceuticals and chemicals because of the moon, going into medical equipments, industries, chemicals. So business is full of like transport, automobiles, advisors, the government, doctors, physicians, investment consultants, name them. So if it is strongly posited in the seventh house, and for example, Makar Lagna, that is Capricorn ascendant with Jupiter and Moon in the seventh house, very strong position for good business opportunities. But you need to see the other positions also, but still taking this position individually, very strong position because Jupiter is exalted with Moon in its own sign. Fantastic. So they will also have political connections. Anyway, because he is famous and he is growing up in the ladder and very high in the social status, will have political connections. Going to the 10th house, the house of profession. Moon in the 10th house, particularly, Sun in the 10th house gives solid position in governmental offices and sometimes gives you fame also. But Moon in the 10th house gives you excellent fame. If it is badly posited, you will be infamous. It is well posited, you will be famous. So fame in this position when it is along with Jupiter. So social respect, identity, and status, very important that a person becoming a leader in a family, to lead the family, to take care of the family, to take care of the responsibilities of the extended family. It's not easy. Not everybody can do that. So Jupiter can do that. So when you have Jupiter and Moon, particularly in the Jala Rashi, for example, for Mithuna Lagna, if you are having Jupiter and Moon in Pisces, oh, what a fantastic position it is, because Moon always thrives in a Jala Rashi, that is in the sign, watery sign. So we have three watery signs. We have that in Cancer, and we have it in Scorpio, and then we have it in Pisces. So when Jupiter and Moon are both sitting in Pisces, oh, fantastic position. So they will be excellent judge. Judge. You can become very good judges in either High Court, Supreme Courts. They can become community leaders. They can pass exams like UPSC, and becoming IAS, IPS. They are very good in these cadre, big cadres. So if Mars is strong in the chart, they can become very good martial artists like wrestling, judo, combat sports, etc. Why martial arts here suddenly? Because Jupiter and Moon are both giving rise to mass in the body, and when Mars is strong, that mass will be converted into muscle. So a person with heavy muscles can do all this. So his arms will be fully loaded with muscles. So he can be a very good judo and very good combat artist. Sports, sorry, not an artist in combat sports, and be very handsome. So this is a position of planets, two planets where both the planets are so good, and they are natural benefits, but there are the downsides also for this particular combination when they go wrong, like Jupiter is retrograde, Moon is weak, debilitated, and there is a Rahu combination along with it. So I will not go into the negatives today. It's all positives for today, and we will check all these other combinations also in the later classes, because I am also handling the classes of three planetary combinations. You will be arriving at Moon, Jupiter, and Rahu one day, and you will understand how they actually will behave. So thank you very much for today's class.